Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, already 4254777. So let's talk about the single life a little bit. Is the single life, is it better than being in a relationship? And I would say probably for almost everybody, a relationship is better. You can't live the single life forever. You know, it's fun when you're young. It's fun when you're, amazing shape. It's fun to just have a good time. But I think as you get older, you want to settle down. I think most of you will find that. And I have a friend of mine. Now he's 42? He's 42 years old. He was married. Got married. He was one of those guys got married, high school sweetheart, all that, got married. Now, he got divorced just a couple of years ago. I want to say it was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. But, I mean, this guy's, so he was, 39? I think 39 when he got divorced. And he had a great job, has a house, makes really good money. He's a good guy, okay? And the single life for him in Bakersfield, I got to tell you, if you are and this is why it's gonna be a weird conversation. So, if you are a guy in Bakersfield and you own a house, you have a good job, you make a little bit of money, you're not, some broke dude living with your mom, you would be amazed the range of women that are willing to date you. From age to hotness, just the range of women that are willing to go out with you, right? And nowadays, we live in this world where you have 40, 50-year-old women that take great care of themselves and they work out and they're in great shape and they're attractive, they're not as attractive as the 25-year-old version of them, but you know what I mean. So a guy, he was living the life. He had at both ends of the spectrum. He could date the 20-somethings, the 30-somethings, the 40-somethings, right? Because of his age range. Now, he's been single for, 3 years? I think 3 years, because I think he's 42 now. We just had his birthday a few months ago. Well, yesterday, we were out playing golf, and we go in the clubhouse, have a couple of beers afterwards, and he asked me about settling down. He says, I just, it's been great. Being single's been great. But he wants to settle down. And he was telling me because he met a woman and she has a couple of kids. She's divorced, couple of kids. They met, they hit it off. They've been seeing each other for a little bit. And he's thinking, he might settle down with her. And I hear you guys talk all the time about marriage. Oh, I would never get married again if I got divorced. Why? Or the single, being single so great. Is it really? At a certain age in your life, or at a certain point in your life, is being single really better? I don't know that it is. I think the problem is most of you are so desperate and insecure and lonely that you will make bad decisions in the people that you date. You don't look for the right person. Already 4254777. But is it better? Is being single really better? I don't know if it is. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, talking about the single life. Is being single really better? Already 4254777. Hey, Romeo, when it comes to being single, it just depends on how old you are. When you're young and single, it is a great time. Now, after you start establishing your life, making a little bit of money, wanting to settle down, then it's when you should settle down. Being single is great when you're young, but nobody wants to be that old man at the bar picking up on women. You just look like a creep. It's funny that you say that because when I was in college, my buddy owned a bar. And yeah, there was always one old guy at the bar trying to hit on college girls. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Morning, Romeo.
Hey, what's up?
You guys are talking about if being single is better.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Especially when you're older, it's not. My ex, he's like, I hate being single. I should have worked out my marriage.
How old is he?
He's 40. No, he's 50 already.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, but no, it sucks. Really, I was single for a while too. It sucks.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. Later.
All right.
Bye. Already 42547. Hey, Romeo, I just want you to know that being single in Bakersfield is great at any age, especially now that I have a little bit of money. I got a good job. I make good cash. I own my own home. I have a nice truck. So when I go out, I have my pick of the litter because of these Bakersfield women. You know, I can't disagree with that argument, to be honest with you. If you are, I mean, you're right about that. These Bakersfield women are a different breed when it comes to that. They want a good, stable man with a job and responsibility, and they have no problem going out with you, whether they're younger than you or older than you. It's just not, it's not. I always think of LA when I talk about Bakersfield. LA, you got to be fit, you got to have a good job, you got to make millions, you got to drive a nice car. It's real flashy and real superficial. So, fat and skinny matters in LA. But in Bakersfield, I think he's right, man. A lot of Bakersfield women look for stability. And if you're a good dude, if you're a good dude with stability, yeah, you might be right about that. Already 42547. It's Romeo outside of the 4.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So let's talk about the single life. A friend of mine, this came up because a friend of mine, he's been single for about 3 years, right? And he said he loved it. He was just loving being single. And I saw him yesterday, and he was telling me how he met a woman. She got a couple of kids. They're starting to get a little serious. And he was like, it's great. And I was like, well, what happened to the single life? I thought the single life was amazing. I guess it's not as great after a while. Already 42547. Rome. I don't think being single is better. I feel like you don't know what life is really about. You live life day by day. We like with little to no responsibility, or you have nothing to look forward to. I don't know. My brother's been single for as long as I can remember, like 12 years, and he is so irresponsible. Drinking all night, has no goals. So you're saying your brother needs a woman to straighten his life out? Is that what you think? I mean, how old is he? Is he enjoying his life? Okay. You said he has no goals. That's, I guess, yeah. All right. Already 42547. Hey, Romeo. These Bakersfield women are all gold diggers. All you need is a house, a job, and a car, and you'll never be alone in Bakersfield. Okay. It's quite a statement to make. Already 42547. The single life. How good is it? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo talking about being single, right? Is being single really better? A lot of you that are single think it's better until you realize it's not. Already 42547. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo. I want to comment on the text messages you just read on the line on the radio.
Yeah, what do you got?
The guy who says that all you need is a house, a car, and all that you don't need a woman.
Oh, don't cuss. Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss. I apologize.
That's fine. Go ahead.
He's full of crap. He must be ugly because women out here nowadays, they have a house, they have a car. So their lives are fulfilled. They don't need a man for that.
Yeah, but even those women are responsible enough to know they want a responsible man. You see what I'm saying? So
the standards are a little bit higher.
By him saying, I think where he sounded like an idiot was by calling women gold diggers. But a woman who can take care of herself doesn't want some dude who's driving a Saturn and living with his mom She wants a woman who, she wants a guy who also has kind of the same thing she does.
Yes.
So I think that I think he's right, but I think he sounded like the idiot the way he put it because he stereotyped all women, and that's not how all women are in Bakersfield.
That's very true.
So yeah.
Also about the girl talking about her brother. I don't think there's going to be a woman out there in the world that wants a man with no gold.
Exactly.
So, I mean, good luck to her. If you're listening, good luck to you.
Yeah.
I hope he changes his life. You know, we'll
Yeah.
put those good luck blessings his way.
Sure. All right. Are you single or married?
I am single. I'm a single mother. I have my own house, my own car, and if and when I'm ready to date, I'm going to want somebody at that same level as mine.
How long have you been single?
Oh, God. I think long enough to be stuck in my ways. About 10 years, maybe.
Why did you stay single so long?
The last person I dated, obviously, was my daughter's father.
Okay.
He's 10. And I've tried a couple times, but just problems. I mean, again, when it goes to irresponsibility, money, not having a vehicle, asking me for rides, things like that. I'm like, no, I'm not about that.
I got you. Fair enough. That's fair. There's a lot of those losers in Bakersfield, too. All right.
Well, I don't want to be like that guy and call all men losers because that's not true. There's some very great men out there, but I just...
Okay.
Yeah, the standards are a little bit higher.
Well, but that's the problem. That's not a problem, but that's the makeup of Bakersfield. You have all these women out there out in Bakersfield who are looking for some responsibility in a guy. But we have a lot of guys out here who care more about their muscles than their goals.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's true.
Then when you start running into these guys that, have a house, have a car, have a job, they start to look a little bit more attractive than, and it's a weird dynamic in Bakersfield. It's a very weird dynamic when it comes to men in Bakersfield.
It truly is.
All right.
That's why I'm going to move out of town to date.
Oh, gosh. There's good men here. Stop. All right. Bye. All right, 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. All right, 842-547-7. Yo, single, as you get older, I'm finding out less stressful and better. Okay. Okay. All right, 842-547-7. Yo, Rome, tell my sister I'm happy. Oh, the guy that's got no goals? That's pretty funny. Hey, Romeo, why are people upset that Bakersfield women are looking for men who have a home, a car, and a job? What else are they supposed to have? That's more than most men have. Well, I think she was just, the way the guy said it is all women in Bakersfield are gold diggers, okay? Even women who want a man with a house, a job, and a car are not gold diggers. It's just the way he said it in his text message. That's why she was upset, okay? There are still women out there that can have their own stuff. Although I should have asked her if how she got her house, because she did say she was with her baby's father. She'd been single for 10 years. If she got the house in the divorce or how that worked out. There's a lot of women out there in Bakersfield that cry how independent they are, but they got an ex paying for stuff. They still collecting child support and alimony, and that house came from their ex who cheated on them. But yeah, so there's a lot of women out there that do that. But Bakersfield is just a different place than a lot of other places. And had he not said gold diggers, he probably would have been, got a lot more women on the side. Because to be honest with you, if you got a job, if you got a house, if you got a car, those are signs of responsibility. That's what women don't want to hear. Women want to say they got a house, they got a car, how responsible they are. But if a single man does it, they don't want to look at that and go, well, that's a responsible man. Hey, what's good for the goose, good for the gander, right? And that's what women are looking for in Bakersfield. Whether they're younger or whether they're older, they're looking for that responsibility. They don't want that guy that went and spent $70,000 on a truck and still lives in an apartment with his mom. They want that guy for about, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Hot 42547 It's Romeo. It's Hot 84.1. Hot 84.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. Romeo, it's me, Angel.
Angel, what's up, man?
You know what? About maybe like 16 years, I didn't have nothing. You know, all I had was the streets and all that good stuff. Well, you know, we decided to move to Bakersfield, changed. And, you know, my mother headed up here. I ain't gonna lie. I was on the run. So I decided to come out here. Well, long story short, you're absolutely right, man.
Wait.
Now, my wife, her friends, like when they have like lingerie parties, stuff like that, they're like, "This is work," like, and they're so interested. You know, I work on the rig. It's hard work. It's hard. You can't be no, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I did accomplish that, and she canceled all that stuff because I am the prize. I have the nice, you know this stuff like, but
Yeah.
and they always wonder, like, man, you know, and old boy still borrowing money from his mom. Nothing wrong with it, but I haven't done that since I was like 13. But yeah, Romeo, I am the prize out here, man.
All right, Angel. That's awesome.
You have a great one, bro.
Brother Angel's great. He's right, though. I mean, he is right. Already 42547. What did you send me here? Angel ain't lying, though. He is right. It's funny. I'll tell you a funny story. Hey, bro, my wife got with me while I was broke, and we got everything together. Okay. All right. Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What'd you send me here? It says, hey, Rome, you think you can, I can get your take on this. My wife and I got into an argument this weekend. So for the past 3 years, I've been throwing a huge party, like 60, 70 people for our daughter's birthday. Now, money for my daughter's birthday party has never been an issue, but my sister-in-law have always asked, what do I need for my sister-in-laws have always asked, what do I need for the party, her party? They always offer their help. However, for the past 3 years, I have told all 4 of them bring alcohol or beer. They never do. And I've told them, they ask me what I need if they don't bring what I'm asking them to bring. I found this out a couple of days ago that they complained to my wife about the alcohol/beer and demanded that they buy other items for her party, like cake, sodas, waters, etc. And the reason why they don't bring beer or alcohol is because they don't drink. That's only my side. Only my side of the family, myself and their husbands, are going to drink the alcohol and beer. That the party is for my daughter, not for me or for my family. My wife and my sister-in-laws call me selfish for wanting them to bring alcohol and beer, which doesn't make any sense, Rome, because I don't drink beer. I usually take shots of tequila or whiskey after people start leaving and I'm done cooking. Am I wrong, Rome? Because the way I look at it is, if they can't bring simple things like alcohol, can I expect them to bring something else like cake or pay for the tables? No, I don't think you're wrong. I think that, no, I don't think you're wrong. Somebody asks, you ask them, if somebody asks you what to bring and you tell them, then they should bring what you ask them to bring. But I do disagree that the party's not for everybody else. The party is for everybody else and your daughter. RD 42547. It's Romeo. It's Hot 84.1. Hot 84.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So this guy sent me a message. I guess he's been throwing a party for his daughter, right? And he says last 3 years, it's been about 60, 70 people. He provides everything. I guess his sister-in-laws, they've asked, hey, what can we bring? What can we bring? And he's always said, well, just bring some beer and some alcohol. Well, they never do it, apparently. And he's trying to figure out, how to feel about it. I guess him and his wife got in an argument over it, which, I get it. But if they've never brought it, then why are they, excuse me, if you've asked them to bring something, whatever that something is, and they don't bring it, that's on them for not, complying. And apparently they don't want to bring the alcohol because they don't drink. That only his side of the family, himself and their husbands, are going to drink. So if their husbands, the sister-in-law's husbands, are going to drink alcohol and beer, what does it matter if the sister-in-laws drink? You know what I'm saying? Why can't they bring something else like cake or, something else like plates or cake or anything like that? Which he says, well, if I can't count on them to bring what I've asked them to bring, how am I going to count on them to bring something that they feel more acceptable bringing, I guess? Yeah, I don't know. They say the party's not for him. So I disagree with that. I'm going to tell you the first thing I disagree with. And that is that the party isn't for a birthday party is for mainly the person whose birthday it is, okay? Especially a kid's birthday party. But it's also, if you're inviting 60 or 70 people, it is a party for them, for everybody, okay? Now, you may focus on, when it's a birthday, you may focus on the birthday girl, but it's a party for everybody to get together, to have a good time. It's not just for the birthday girl, although mainly it's for the birthday person. But I think your sister-in-laws, well, I don't know. I don't know why they don't want to bring alcohol or beer, because they don't drink. If their husbands are going to drink it, because I'm assuming that there's alcohol and beer that you have to get, and their husbands still drink it, right? So why aren't they? Why are they, why are they doing that? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to buy it because it's the beer and the alcohol is more of an expense than, say, renting tables or bringing cupcakes or bringing plates. Maybe they just don't want to spend the money on it. Are they cheap? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of questions there. Already 42547-7. Hey, Romeo, what that guy needs to do is just pay for everything himself and tell his sister-in-laws not to bring anything. Just leave them out of it. It's for your daughter. Just tell them nothing. See how they feel about that. Well, if they're not bringing anything anyways, even when he asks to bring something, I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter. If you're going to a party and you ask somebody, what do you need? And they tell you, it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. Just bring it or don't ask. RD42547-7. It's Hot 84.1. Hot 84.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. So this guy texted me, him and his wife got in an argument. I guess he's, for his daughter, he's been throwing a big birthday party for the last 3 years, right? 60 to 70 people, he says. Well, I guess his sister-in-laws were complaining because he's asked them, first of all, according to him, the sister-in-laws, his wife's sisters, have asked him, hey, what can we bring? He said, bring some alcohol and some beer. Apparently, they've never done it, even though he's asked them to. And I guess he's the problem, because apparently the sister-in-laws don't drink. The husbands, though, they drink. So apparently only he and his side of the family and their husbands are the drinkers at the party. And since they don't drink, they don't want to bring it, which the way it sounds to me, which I don't know if that's really a legitimate excuse, but I'll explain that in a second. Then they said the party's not for him. No, the party is for everybody, okay? You may focus on your daughter, who is the birthday girl, but the party is for everybody to get together. Family, friends, whoever you invite to this party, the party is for everybody, okay? So they're wrong about that. The party is for you. It is for your daughter. Now, mainly it's for your daughter, but it's for you as well. Already 42547-7. So I don't think you're wrong. I think your wife and her sisters are wrong. And I say this because if somebody asks you to bring something, I don't care what it is. If you offer to bring something to a party, a person's house, anything, and they tell you, yes, bring this, and you don't, that's on you at that point. You should have never offered. Okay? RD42547-7. Yo, Rome. That guy needs to just have his sister-in-laws bring something else. Obviously, the sister-in-laws don't want to bring alcohol because they don't partake. Have them bring something that they partake in. It only makes sense. What do you mean it only makes sense? So if you offer to bring something to a party, you should only bring things that you use. If you don't use it, you shouldn't have to bring. That's the craziest thing ever. No, that's ridiculous. If I don't like something, but yet I offer to bring something, I'll bring something I don't like. because everybody else does. So what? It's a party. Don't offer. The bottom line, it's very simple. This is where you win, bro. It's very simple. Don't offer if you're not going to come through. That's all it comes down to. Don't offer to bring something if you're not going to come through, regardless of whatever it is you're asked to bring after you offer. Already 42547-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So this guy texted and he was talking about this party he throws for his daughter, right? He says it's usually about 60 to 70 people have been throwing it for the last 3 or so years for her birthday. And he got into an argument with his wife because the sister-in-laws are mad. Her wife's sisters, I guess, offer to bring something. He says, can you bring some beer and alcohol? And they don't bring it. And they say because they don't drink it. Now, their husbands drink it. His side of the family and him drink it. But for some reason, they don't want to bring it. And he says that they want to bring cupcakes. Or he goes, how can I trust them to bring something else when they've never brought what I've asked them to bring, which is a legitimate argument. They go to say, well, the party's not for him. Well, the party is for him. If you're throwing a party for your kids, the party is just as much, well, not just as much, but the party is for you and your friends and family that love them as well, as it is for the birthday person, the birthday girl, boy, whoever the birthday person is, right? Now, you focus on them. The party's based around them, but no, the party's for everybody. So your wife and your sister-in-laws, they're not right. If somebody offers to bring something and you tell them what to bring and they don't, they are in the wrong, not you. RD 42547-7. Hey, Rome. The only reason why the sister-in-laws don't want to buy alcohol is because they're hoping their husbands will drink less since they will take no alcohol to the party. Like always, they don't like to see the husbands having a good time. You know, I kind of thought that. I did think that. It's funny that you brought that up because I kind of thought in the back of my head, I wonder if they're not doing it because they don't want their husbands to drink, which... yeah, I don't know. That's pretty perceptive of you. You might be right about that. RD 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, what up, Ron? Seahawk Lou, man.
What up, brother?
Hey, I had a question, man.
Yeah.
On that topic of not bringing something to the party.
Okay.
Is the question being asked like, hey, what do you need for the party?
No, the question was being asked, what can I bring for the party?
Okay. There's a big difference because if they're saying, hey, what do you need? I would say, you don't need alcohol, so, No, that's the same question, same difference. What do you need? You want me to bring it? What do you need? If I ask you, what do you need, Lou, I'm coming over your house for something, and you say, I need beer, then I've committed to bringing beer. No, but you don't need beer for the party.
It doesn't matter.
You need tables for the party.
You don't even need tables. Everybody can stand. Come on, dumbass. Lou, calm down. Now you're just being a dumbass. Go back to bed.
No, it's just like, it's a want and a need. You want alcohol there, but you don't need it.
Well, you don't.
Yeah,
you do. You might. You don't know if the family members get along. But the bottom line is, if you ask and you commit, and you ask and somebody says, this is what I want or need, you've asked the question. You're just being a jackass if you say, okay, what do you want? What do you need? And then don't bring anything.
Okay, yeah, I agree. But I think the only difference would be is I would take the alcohol I drink, which is B-Box.
Oh, get out of here. The question is the question, and that's the bottom line. If you're throwing a party and family members, friends, whoever that's coming to that party that was invited, and they offer, what do you want me to bring? What do you need me to bring? That's the same question. Regardless of whatever I say, you need to bring it. Whatever it is. Something that contributes to the party, if you ask and I tell you, you need to bring it. So your sister-in-laws are wrong. They can't pick and choose what they want to bring to your party if they're invited. If they offer, Because you said you had 60 or 70 people. How many of those people offered? You know? And it's not wrong for somebody not to offer, but it's wrong for somebody to offer and then not come through.
In the party.
Yeah, it's not 4.1.
My thing is if they don't want to bring what he asked, then they don't need to be over there eating the food that he buys.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
He's providing everything else, regardless of what. If his family is the only one that is drinking it or not, it doesn't matter. You're contributing to the party as a whole. You're eating. You're doing all that stuff that he purchased his money for.
All right.
So if you look at it that way, then don't eat because he's purchasing it.
That's a great point. I appreciate the phone call. Thank you. Bye. RD42547-7. She's absolutely right. I want to throw one other thing out there, though, and that is this. If you're throwing a party and I ask you, hey, should I bring anything? Do you need anything? Do you want anything? And that person throwing the party goes, yes, please bring this or that. Then I'm obligated. I'm already obligated because I put myself in a position to become obligated to bring something to that party without knowing what it was going to be. And I've committed. So I should come through, regardless of whether I like it or whatever it may be. RD42547-7. It's Hot 84.1. Hot 84.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. This guy was talking about him and his wife got in an argument because the past 3 years he's been throwing a huge party, like 60, 70 people for his daughter's birthday. Now, I guess he's never had an issue with his sister-in-laws, but recently the sister-in-law has told his wife that he's asked them to bring something. Beer and alcohol, right? Had everything covered. They don't want to do it because they say they don't drink. Only his side of the family drinks and their husbands drink, though. So that's what even makes them more wrong. But the bottom line is, if you offer to bring something to a party and you don't know what it is, and once the party thrower tells you what it is, you're obligated, shut up and bring it and be happy about it because you offered and put yourself in that position. Good morning, Hot. What's up?
Okay, good morning, Rome. So,
hey, what's up?
I'm going to tell you, first and foremost, I know you're going to have a response, but I agree with you about the party being for everybody.
Okay.
I have a big family, too. I have kids, grandkids, and we're a group. So let me say this. Men and women, we obviously think differently. So in order to just keep the peace, it's very simple. Like, if they are asking to bring something and they don't drink or, partake in that, but the other side does, and he doesn't need for anything. He's already said, hey, I already got it.
Yeah.
But you could bring this. Then why don't him and the wife, this is just a suggestion to keep the peace. But then why don't you do that? If you already got it anyways, then why don't you just, you buy the liquor, right? You buy the beer, the liquor, and have them bring the damn cake. Bring the hot dogs or the meat or whatever.
Well, he says, look at it this way. But at the end of the text message, he says, how can I trust him to bring a simple item if I can't even get him to bring what I asked them to bring when they offer?
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. They don't want to bring it because they don't partake in it. Everybody is going to eat. So my thing is, are you going to commit and try it out? Just try it for the one time. And if it fails, don't ask him again.
Let me ask you a question, though. You have a big family, right?
Yes.
Don't you have to check a fool every once in a while?
There's always that one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't you have to check them? I mean, these broads need to get checked because of the way they're acting. It's ridiculous to think because you don't partake in something and it's for the party that you shouldn't have to bring that particular item. We're only going to pick and choose what you partake in. What if you don't like chocolate cake? What if you only like confetti cake? Are you only going to bring a confetti cake instead of a chocolate cake?
That's what I'm saying. Because if you've already got it, like he said, he don't need it. But if you're asking to participate, either keep it simple. Hey, bring chips, any kind you like. It don't matter. But you, as the person that is doing the party, I'm always going to kind of have that back up. You know what I'm saying? Because you always got that one.
Yeah.
But if it's like to keep the peace between your wife and the sisters and all that, just don't, hey, bring candy for the piñata or, simple little stuff. And if you fail,
I understand.
Don't ask me for nothing.
I understand what you're saying, but I just disagree with the fact that him and his wife should be arguing.
It's prioritizing, though. It's the prioritizing. The party is always for everyone. So, maybe they just have a thing about buying the liquor. Okay, then just bring something else. Bring hors d'oeuvres. Who cares? Bring a cheese platter. Nobody cares.
Bring that stupid little platter. All right. Thanks
have a good time.
All right. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
I just think sometimes the wife should not be siding with the sisters. Okay. The wife should be siding with her husband because her husband's right. The wife should be putting her sisters in check, not siding and arguing with him about it because the sisters are wrong. I get you want to keep the peace. I understand that. But sometimes people need to get checked and put in their place because then they're just taking advantage of you. All right? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley's Romeo. So let me read what this guy wrote me, right? It says, hey, Rome. I need your take on this. My wife got into an argument this weekend. So for the past 3 years, I've been throwing a party for like 60, 70 people, our daughter's birthday. No money for my daughter's, money for my daughter's birthday party has never been an issue. But my sister-in-laws have always asked, what do I need for her party? They always offer to help. For the past 3 years, I told them to bring alcohol. I found this out a couple of days ago. They are complaining to my wife about the alcohol and beer and demanded that they buy other items for the party like cake, sodas, water, etc. And the reason why is because they don't drink. Only my side of the family and their husbands drink. Well, if their husbands drink, then you drink. I'm sorry. You do what your husband does. Your husband does what your wife does, okay? So he's asking me if I'm wrong and if he's wrong. I don't think you're wrong. They also made a comment about the party being for the daughter and not for him, and that's totally wrong as well. A party is for everybody that's invited. Now, there may be a focus, there may be a reason, but the party is for everybody that shows up and that's invited. What did Big Boy say? Big Boy said, nope, if you offer, you're obligated. Forget the peace. Don't offer. Better yet, don't come. And let me guess, the sister-in-laws don't bring none and leave with like 5 plates. That's my point behind the whole thing. If you offer, if I tell you I'm having a party and I don't ask you to bring anything, but you offer and I say something, you bring whatever I told you. There's no discussion about it. Hey, Rome, this is the guy that texted you about my daughter's party. I have never once asked for any help. My in-laws always have asked, what do I need help with? I've always told them alcohol and beer. Rome, I have to mention that for my daughter's first birthday, one of my sisters-in-laws wanted to buy the cake. I told them yes. However, I asked that the cake match the theme we were doing. She came at me with, if I'm buying it, I'm going to do it my way. That same moment, I told her not to buy anything. See, and that's what I thought it was. They're trying to dictate your party through what they bring. So now that's now your wife's a jackass for not siding with you, hands down. Your wife's a horrible wife. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley's Romeo. So this guy sent me a text message about his party. Now we're finding out a lot more about it. He says he throws for the last 3 years, he's thrown a big party for his daughter, 60, 70 people. And he found out that his sister-in-laws are complaining about what he asked them to bring. But mind you, they offered to bring something. He said, okay, you can bring this, which was beer and alcohol. Him and his wife got in an argument because the wife sided with her sisters, which is completely wrong. Completely wrong. Come to find out, 1 year, he did tell one of the sister-in-laws, hey, you can buy the cake. She offered to buy the cake. Go ahead. But please make the cake themed to what the party is. And she said, no, if I'm buying it, it's going to be what I want. So these sister-in-laws are just selfish individuals. But they're trying to blame him. Well, only his side of the family drinks, but their husbands drink also. So no, the sisters are selfish a-holes is what they are. And your wife's just as bad for siding with them, bruh. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, tell the dad just to take his money and his daughter and take her on a little trip. Yeah. And leave your wife at home with the sisters. Hey, Rome, that's why when I go to parties, I always take toilet paper. You know what? Toilet paper is expensive. You know? I ain't gonna lie, man. With groceries, as much as they cost, if you want to come to my house for a party, bring groceries. I don't even care. I don't care what they are. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, Rome, as for going to parties, I disagree because I'm happy to bring something I enjoy. I don't mind taking beer or liquor, but I hate it when my one friend always calls me, on your way, can you bring a pack of cigarettes? I'll pay you when you get there, and he never gets paid. Well, okay, the first time, how many times you fallen for that? You can fall for it the first time, it's his fault. The second time you fall for that, give me that stop by the store thing, that's your fault. Rome, I agree with you. That's all you need to say. You don't need to add a but. I agree with you, but this argument is stupid. The wife should be siding with her husband 100%. They should just shut up and bring what they ask. At this point, I'm thinking maybe these broads are too broke to buy alcohol. Who knows? No, the husband, the guy who started this conversation, texted back and said he did tell one of the sisters-in-law said, hey, I want to buy the cake. And he said, fine, but please buy the cake that correlates with the theme of the party. And the sister-in-law went with, no, if I'm buying it, it's going to be what I want. So now we found out that the sister-in-laws are just selfish a-holes. They want it to be their way, instead of his way for his daughter. And the wife is siding with her sisters. What kind of wife you got, bruh? All I'm saying, and that goes for any party. If I'm throwing a party and it has a theme, you either obligate the theme or keep your ass at home. It's that simple. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, already 4254777. Hey, Rome, can you put this episode on your podcast? Romeo and Friends, I just woke up and tuned in, and it sounds like I missed out on some good some good sauce today. Yeah, I'll put it up later today after I get out of here. All right, it's Hot 94.1. What's going on?
Hey, Rome, I hate it when family try to flex on the significant other. That's all the sister's doing, bro, is the flex. It's like, you know what, I'm going to do what I want because I can, and you ain't going to tell me nothing. It's my sister.
That's a great way to put it, bro. That is a great way to put it. They trying to punk him out.
You got your family you were born into, and then you got your family you're making. And it's two separate things. You can't have one flex on the other. You got to set some ground rules.
I totally agree. That's a great way to put it, man. Thanks for calling. All right, man. Later. I mean, really, he's right. He's right. That's why your spouse should be siding with you and telling her sisters, instead of obliging their bad behavior and to some extent feeding into it and allowing it, well, absolutely allowing it, you should be standing by your husband. All right, 842. I know he's listening. The husband's listening. Is your wife listening to us right now? Because I'll tell her. Hey, Rome, I know this deep down. I've even told her to her face she's a people pleaser. As long as everyone is happy, I'm upset, and I'm upset. She can live with it. She will turn on me before she turns on them. So she'll turn on the husband before she turns on her sisters or anybody else. See, that's a bad wife. I'm sorry. I know you may say your wife's a great mother. You may say she's a great, whatever. But that's not healthy for your relationship. Your spouse should come first, okay? And if you and your spouse disagree on something, you deal with that privately and fix the situation, which is best for you and her, you and him, whoever you and your spouse are. You don't ever do that. Yeah, if she's going to turn on you, bro, you got to reevaluate. I'm just saying. It's out of the 4.1. 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Good morning, Romy Rome.
Hey, what's going on?
It's going great. I'm listening to this. It's too early for this. Boo.
What do you mean it's too early for this?
Too early. I just got in my car now. All I'm going to say is, I don't know about anyone, but when I go and I'm invited to someone's home, it depends on the occasion, but I always bring a bottle of liquor. Mind you, I'm not a drinker. But that doesn't mean I don't want to see people act a fool
Okay.
You know, I bring it out of courtesy.
Okay.
Like maybe they like to drink.
Okay.
And you know, maybe it's time for her to invite new people.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
it's not a crochet event. Obviously, she's lending her home out, and if they ask, "What do you want me to bring?" and she has specifically said, then there's no reason why somebody should bring a cake and cookies and
exactly.
and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, then don't ask. Don't ask.
Okay.
You know, and then that way you can say, okay, well, I didn't know that's what you wanted. But I mean, if you're specifically going to ask, because that is the first thing that somebody with courtesy does is, well, what would you like me to bring? You know,
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Don't turn around and bring a bundt cake. Like, we agreed that you were going to bring a keg of beer, and now you bring me a bundt cake. So now I have to go run and buy some beer.
Absolutely, but you know how family is. Family thinks they can do whatever they want.
Well, that's true, but see, sometimes, you know, family's a little toxic too, so you have to step your ground in, and then that way they're like, well, I'm not going over so-and-so's house because she always wants her to bring 3 packs of beer. Well, you know.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. I'm with you. I understand exactly what you're saying, absolutely.
You know, so I think she should be upfront. Well, she is upfront, but stick to her guns. You know, hey, I asked you to bring this. Call them out.
Sure. Okay.
Call them out, or start charging entry fee. $25. You know, don't. It's like this. Don't bring anything. Don't just bring yourself. But it is $25 to come inside.
Oh, that's awesome. All
right.
All right. Thanks for calling. Later. All right.
Okay, bye.
Alrighty, 4254777. She does make a great point, though. I mean, when you're invited to somebody's house for something, whatever the event, I know we're talking about a birthday party, but if you ask, what can I bring, and they tell you what to bring, you should bring what they say. Alrighty, 4254777. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
What's up, Romeo? We're still talking about what they bring and what they don't?
Yeah.
Hey, I got one for you. It's ready to rock.
Yeah.
So my thing is I tell them to bring a little bit of everything, and the guys, the buddies, brother-in-laws that bring nothing, you know what I do? I sit on the ice chest so they can't get no beer.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to keep it real with them, and then I get some buddies that get upset with that.
That's hilarious. That's pretty damn good, Raider Rob. That's really good. All right, Rob. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later, bro.
I mean, when it comes to a party, I think social etiquette says, you know, when it comes to a party, bring something, right? You bring something to somebody's house whenever you're invited. And, but when somebody says when you ask, hey, can I bring something to your house for a party, and they tell you what to bring that. You can't pick and choose because you don't agree with it, right? Already 4254777. Rome, if you go out of your way to invite 60 people to your daughter's birthday, well, then you got to accommodate them. However, you can. It's not just about the little girl's birthday. It's about everybody there. The sisters are wrong. Exactly. But the guy's saying that he is accommodating everyone. He doesn't mind, but they ask. If somebody asks, you know, like I always say this, when I throw a party, I always say this, and I tell all my friends and their wives and all my friends, I say one thing. And the reason I brought up the wives or girls is because they like sides. I'll say I'm providing the meat, you know, and beer. If you want anything else, let me know, and I'll do it specifically. But that's what I'm providing. If you don't say anything, then you get meat and beer. And if you don't like it, hey, I told you. If you want to bring something else, that's fine as well. But if somebody says, hey, we're having a party, and I say, hey, what do you want me to bring? And they say, I want you to bring, you know, vegan tofu. or vegan, whatever. And I go, well, I don't know. I'm not a vegan guy, but I'll bring it because I asked and that's what they wanted. I don't have to eat it, but that's the point, right? But anyway, about if you invite 60 people, and the guy stated he takes care of everything. But when his sister-in-laws ask, you know, what are you going to say? If you want them to bring something, bring something. Some people want to bring something. It makes them feel better about themselves. It makes them, you just, that's why they ask you. But you got to bring what whoever's throwing the party tells you if you ask. RD42547-7. It's Romeo outside 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Hey, Ro.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? I think between all those brothers, there's at least one that doesn't know how to handle his alcohol. And that wife is dreading the party because usually the party ain't over till the beer's all gone.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. And because I was put in this position years ago, okay? Mm-hmm. I was having some people over for something. And one of the guys that was coming over had drug and alcohol problems. Like went to rehab, all this other stuff. So they said, everybody told me, well, you can't have alcohol at your house, at your party because of one person. And I told them, no, I'm not going to do that because that's not on me. I can handle my booze and my drugs. Why can't, it's not my fault that he can't handle his, so why do I have to accommodate one person in a party of was probably 20 at my house?
I concur.
Oh, okay.
And here's the reason why. It's off of my cousin. She would date. One guy that she met, when they met for drinks and dinner, he told her that he was, a recovering alcoholic.
Okay.
And she said, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry." He said, "No." He said, "Don't change yourself for me, because if I can't handle myself, then I'm failing."
Oh, that's pretty responsible.
That's not verbatim what he said, but pretty much like, don't think it's how you are.
Yeah.
This is me.
Yeah.
And that's how your one friend should have been.
That's responsible. Yeah. I mean, yes. I get it because we all, I get the vices. I get that it's tough for people, but that's a good question. Is it your obligation to keep them out of that situation, or is it their obligation to keep them out of that situation? I don't know. That's a good question.
To a certain degree, I mean, like it's just a one-time thing. Now, if you're constantly calling that person, "Hey, go with me to happy hour," they're trying, then that's kind of an asinine friend. Okay. But that one situation, that person either is going to handle it or remove themselves from that situation. Not expect 19 people to,
Okay, so now we'll go back to the one brother-in-law who you think can't handle his liquor. What do you do with him?
Well, let the other brothers handle it. I mean, they probably each have so many kids, so there's so many birthday parties every year.
Yeah.
And the wives dread it, but that's just how it is. You're not going to change it. You know what you were getting into early on. And that's just how it is. They like to drink. They like to imbibe, and it's part of socializing.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think it's far-fetched but at the same time, they're not going to bring. Okay, I'm not going to bring that, but I'm going to bring chips and dip or whatever thing to help them soak up before it's time to go.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, happy medium.
All right, thanks for calling. Later.
Okay, thank you for that.
842-547-7, but it brings up the question, what do you do? I mean, what do you do if you're going to a party and you ask the host, "Hey, what do you want me to bring?" And they tell you, you can't pick and choose because you don't like what the host asked you to bring, right? Outside of something so unreasonably expensive that the host is trying to get out of paying for that. I mean, that's a different situation. But this guy's not trying to get out of pay for anything. That's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Romeo, this is Coronavirus Stalker.
Hey, what's up?
You're talking about what you can bring and not bring to a party?
No, that's not what I'm talking about, but okay.
Well, what are you talking about? I was just listening to your station, or is it a rerun again?
No, we were talking about how somebody asked the host what they can bring, and the host told them, and they didn't want to bring it because they didn't like it.
Okay, well, you want to know what I take to a party if they ask me? I take my own beer, and I'll share with everybody. But if there's still beer left over, I'm taking my beer. I'm not leaving it. I'm not leaving it. If there's no beer, I'm taking it.
If they don't want to drink all your beer, you're taking it home. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I can argue with that. The logic's pretty sound. I mean, although I always leave the beer. I always leave the beer if I bring beer. But okay.
If I take beer, I'll share with everybody. But if there's still beer when I leave, when I'm ready to leave and it's there, I'm taking it.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
RD4254-7-7. Yo, Rome, Seahawk Lou is the stupidest man in Kern County. Yeah, Seahawk Lou is not that bright. Saturday 4.1. 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. We're not. What's going on?
Am I talking? Did she just say, am I talking to a rerun?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's not that bright, bro. She's not that bright, but she cool. Yeah. She listens to the show all the time. We cut her a little bit of slack. She not, but yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that's right. Hey, ready to rob the band of hers.
All right, Rob, later.
All right, later, Don.
I mean, yeah, she did say that, but she cool, man. She cool. She participates in the show all the time. She got stuff to say, so we take her phone call. It's Romeo. It's Hot 4.1. Hot 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, KIS, VFM, Bakersfield. What's going on?
Romeo Arnold.
Hey, what up, brother?
So, question, you talking about bringing something to the party now. Are you bringing what you like or what the host like?
He was saying, if the conversation was, if I come to your house and I ask you, you're the host, and I say, hey, what can I bring? And you tell me something that you want me to bring, I don't get to decide. These women were deciding, no, we don't want to bring that, even though that's what you said.
Oh, nah. That's not how that works. Nah.
Yeah.
If you come to the house, I say bring beer. Bring beer.
Exactly.
Now,
yeah.
No, I mean, if you know what I like to drink, bring what I like to drink. And if you don't like what I drink, you bring what you want to drink, too. I don't know if I'm taking it back. I'm going to leave it there, but again, to each his own. But, hey, different strokes, different folks, I guess.
Yeah, but that was just the whole point of the conversation. If I ask you, hey, what can I bring, and you tell me, then I should bring what you told me.
Yeah, because then I'm counting on you to bring that. And then if you don't bring it, then it's like, well, what happened?
Yeah. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right. RD4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. The 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning out. What's going on?
What's going on, Rome? Chili Gilly.
What up, Gilly?
I don't even drink, man, but if somebody tells me to bring something, I'm bringing it. And, I'll tell you another thing about them. So all those years you end up coming with nothing? You couldn't go to her sister, and say, hey, how much did so-and-so pay for the tables? Because I'm going to give him the cash. Oh, it was $106. Okay, there you go, bro. I couldn't, I don't feel right about bringing that or whatever.
Yeah.
But you ended up bringing nothing.
Yeah, don't ask. I feel better when people don't ask than asking and not doing it. That's just makes you worse.
Because I don't drink, but you tell me, I have beers in the front refrigerator, the back refrigerator, because I got people that come over and, hey, you want a beer?
I got a Thea who is the most religious, everything. Church every day of the week, right? But she does keep a beer in her fridge for when I come over. Nobody drinks it. It's so funny. I'm a heathen, though. But it's so funny because she will keep a beer in her fridge just in case I come by.
Hey, knowing you, she better have more than that.
Well, all right. Get
later, brother.
It is funny, though. Yeah, some people just, All right, 842-547-7. It sounds like the sisters are just being, being jackasses, to be honest with you. RD4254-7-7. Hey, good morning, Rome. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my awesome baby daddy for taking my son to school, knowing damn well I didn't even ask for anything from him. Father of the Year. Keep up the good work, Dan. Wait, what? This is why sometimes I don't understand text messaging, because to me they're just words on a screen. Is that sarcasm, or are you really praising your baby daddy for taking my son? I like how you said my son, not our son. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's on 94.1. On 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD42547-7. Rome, Chili Gilly's lying. Always used to see him passed out behind the Albertson. He was always drunk, passed out behind his milk truck. Nah, I don't remember. Okay, all right. Yo, Rome, I usually host the event, so they asked what's on the menu, which is the main dish, and they usually do good bringing beer plus different sides to make it happen. I did that one time. I had a barbecue at the house, and I told all my friends and that all I'm making is meat. You know, I'm just making meat and beer. Everybody's welcome, but that's all you get, unless you want to bring something else. Otherwise, brought sides, so it worked out well. RD42547-7. Good morning, what's going on?
Good morning, Romeo. I'm the one who sent the text. It was for not taking my son.
Wait, say that again? Oh, for not. Oh, for not. Oh, okay. I thought I didn't see. Oh, I see it now. Baby daddy for not taking my son to school, knowing damn well.
Yeah, Romeo, because he is father of the year. My son's 17 years old. We got divorced 4 years ago, and he don't do nothing for my child.
Damn, you. Well, now everybody knows it. All right.
Oh yeah, it's not known. Everybody knows here in Bakersfield. We live in a small town.
Okay, well,
everybody will know exactly who I am.
I'm glad you're not bitter about anything. That's nice to see.
I'm not bitter at all. I'm a knock shift worker. I work from 11 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning, and I had a doctor's appointment at 8. So my son didn't have to be at school until 8:45, but I had to rush and bring him to school.
Okay.
And now I'm at my doctor's appointment. So thank you, baby daddy.
I used to love. Well, you're great. All right. Well, good luck at the doctor.
Not bitter single moms. Us ones that are literally strong and handle ours. Yes, we got this no matter what.
Okay. All right. Have a good time at the doctor. Hope everything's okay. All right.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. Good. Yeah, like I said, it's a good thing she's not bitter about anything. She did say not. I read the text message wrong. Baby daddy for not taking my son to school. I used to love working the night shift. I used to work from 10 to 7. I think it was 10 to 7. Yeah, 10. Yeah, it was 10-hour shifts. No, 10 to something like that. I used to love working the night shift. All right, 842-547-7. It's on 94.1. On 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Oh, my God. I was a drunk?
That's what I heard.
Even when I did drink, I didn't even drink that much. And I drank on the weekends. So
Well,
I don't know about being drunk behind Albertsons in a milk truck.
I know. That's hilarious.
But, there's a lot of jealousy out there about Chili Gilly, But when I'm on a cruise in 8 days, I'm going to be thinking about them all.
Nice, Gilly. Nice. All right, Gilly, later. RD42547-7. What a big boy sent me. Yep. I remember bringing my beer, your beer, and just some random beer to your barbecue, Rome. Big boy knows how to go to a party. Big boy does not disappoint when you hang out with him at all. But that's what it is. RD42547-7. Yo, Rome. Is she going to put her man on blast like that? At least say his name so we can all look him up and laugh at him for having such a horrible girl. Such a horrible girl. She's horrible? What? I don't know. I mean, here's the thing when you talk about baby daddies or baby mamas and you degrade them, or you break up with a guy and you talk about how short his thing is, or when you break up with a girl and you talk about what type of, gold digger she was, or what type of, when you say negative things about an ex, what does that say about you? Do you think that makes you look good? No, I don't know. I mean, she says she works hard raising her son, which she probably does. Not arguing with that, although she did say the kid was 17, and she worked the night shift, so who's watching the kid? I mean, 17, you don't got to watch him, but when did she start working the night shift? But whenever you say something negative about an ex-husband, an ex-wife, an ex-whatever, you don't realize how that reflects on you, do you? You don't realize that people are understanding what you're saying, but they're also judging you for what's wrong with you for making that mistake? Because you're telling everybody you made a mistake. You're telling everybody how bad your ex is. You made the mistake. So people are thinking about that. I'm not saying they're judging you, but as Theo Von said, yeah, they're judging you. So you might want to watch what you say about people because it does reflect on you. RD42547-7. And I'm not trying to judge her right now. I'm just saying I don't know their situation. You know, there are men and women out there that got duped by somebody else in a relationship. That's true. Legitimately duped, okay? But most of you did not. All right, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. All right, 842-547-7. It's 8:26 right now. Let me see what she said. I know she's texted me back here. This is the person, this woman sent, and she called and said that her baby daddy's not helping out, right? And if I remember the whole conversation, she worked nights. She had to be somewhere in the morning. Kid needed a ride to school. Baby daddy couldn't at least help out and take the kid to school because she had to be somewhere right after work. And, you know, she just wanted to say Father of the Year, which is fine. Yeah, he should be able to help you out. But when I make a comment like, at what point do you have to take accountability for the person you choose to be with? Is that not real? And I don't even have no idea. I know nothing about their relationship. So she could have been bamboozled by this fool and realized, hey, I made a mistake. I'll never do that again. And okay. But a lot of you don't do that. A lot of you will not take accountability. So I don't know which one she is. Yo, Rome, I kept his name. I kept his name good all these years. Now I don't care. Judge me all you want and trust people. Know my baby daddy and will agree with me. I am not perfect, but damn, I also have my adult daughter who lives with me. So if my 17-year-old needs a babysitter, then there you go. Also, you're sick. Okay. Which is, I get it. Okay. Taking my kid would have been nice. Yeah, I get it. So, but I'm just asking the question, you know, at what did he just, I mean, for all I know, he just, you know, bamboozled you. I mean, that happens. Guys will take advantage of a situation. Girls will do the same thing. It works both ways. So at what point, though, do you take some accountability for the fact that, hey, I'm the one that had a baby with this jerk? Hey, Rome, how come Headbutt Raider don't get invited to your cookouts? I have farm fresh bud and I'm, well, that's why. I mean, that's why, man, because you guys, I mean, I know you don't. I've told you this before. I've been listening to you since you were on the radio at night. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you have been listening like that. Well, because I'm against weed. I grew up in Humboldt County in the middle of the marijuana. All those movies and documentaries you've seen about marijuana in Humboldt County, I lived it. I actually had to run out of pot plants and patches and grows when the cops came with my uncles because we had to go. We had to get away. We couldn't get caught. So yeah, I'm totally against weed. That's why I don't invite you, bro. All right, 842-547-7. What do we got here? Yeah. So that's why. And to be honest with you, I don't barbecue all that much. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Romeo, you know that for the first 90 to maybe 120 business days of a relationship, that everybody sends their best representative.
Absolutely. 100% with you.
Excellent, A+, A1, they send that. So by the time you realize that there's something wrong with them or they realize something is wrong with you, they like you. And so it's kind of like, and also when you're in a relationship with someone, have a good day. When you're in a relationship with someone, you cover them. And I know that because I was married and, I covered my husband in ways that I am no longer willing to cover now. So when you leave the relationship, when you start accepting your accountability and saying, you know what, that was a bad idea. Yeah, I seen that early on in the first 6 months. His representative wasn't, showing up like he was in the beginning.
Okay.
And so that's why when relationships end and people are like, oh, well, I never would have thought that from that person. Or are you sure? Or he seemed like such a nice guy and she seemed like such a good girl. And it's because while you're in those relationships, you are covering this person like an umbrella. Everybody does it. Everybody. They hide things. Women buy themselves gifts and say that their man did it. Man says that their woman cooks and does all this all the time, taking all these pictures and traveling and all this. But you don't see the argument that happened right before the picture was taken. You don't see how he was complaining about the meals he was cooking or how many times she done found somebody in his phone because you get stuck on this illusion. You want to keep up appearances, and I know that because I did it. I wanted to keep up appearances. So once the relationship ended, nobody believed that he was such a horrible person until I started posting receipts, and they was like, "Oh wow." I was like, "Yeah," because you want your relationship to work, and you're not accepting accountability while you're in it. But once you get out of it and you get out of the Lululand. You stop covering them. So, yes, we do accept accountability.
All right.
But it only happens after you don't want the relationship anymore.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Oh, there you go. There's your explanation. It's Romeo on Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What's going on?
Hey, Rome, it's Jeremy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, brother. What's going on?
Hey, man, I just wanted to call in because you know what? You're right about the whole accountability. And the last lady that called, she kind of touched up on it too, but I still feel like people dance around the accountability part because, yeah, there may be 90-day business transaction that's getting to know someone, but that's the accountability part. A lot of us nowadays do not take the time to date the right way. You really don't. We always find excuses to turn a blind eye to things, because I'll use myself as an example. I've been in some pretty bad relationships. I've been cheated on, but that's also my fault. I chose to rush certain things instead of taking the time and holding myself accountable and not put myself in a lot of those situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, but that's the fine line of what you're trying to figure out is at what point are people taking accountability for the men that they date or the women that they date versus now you're just complaining about them to other people. And that was kind of my point was, if you're going to sit there and talk bad about a guy, or let's say you're over here running, he's got a short you-know-what, or he's not good in bed. Well, you were with him for 7 years. So at what point now you're just being a jackass and trying to make yourself feel better, right? Or she took advantage of this, she wouldn't cook, or whatever your complaints are. Once you start spreading those complaints, people are looking at you like, well, what's wrong with you? Why did you stay with that person for so long?
Well, that's why you need good friends to actually be able to say that. And there's not a lot of that nowadays. You gotta call people out where it is. Be like, well, you're talking all this smack about them. Well, what about you? Imagine what you're saying about yourself.
or you could just move on and shut up. Take the L and move on.
Again, you're trying to talk common sense to make it to a big dog. All right, man. Have a good day.
RD4254 7-7. Yo, Rome. Hey, that last lady that called, she's on point 100%. Okay. I don't disagree with her. I'm just saying that at some point, you got to just take an L and move on. That's kind of what I'm saying. All right, 84254 7-7. Degrading your ex is that makes you look bad as well. All right, depending on some of the things you say. All right, 84254 7-7, but not always. I mean, sometimes, you even if you have a legitimate point. Like the girl who started all this, she has a legitimate point. She has to be at the doctor. She just worked a 10-hour shift or whatever she worked, and her baby daddy could have took the kid to school. It's real simple. What's it take? 5 minutes? So she has a legitimate point. Yeah. All right, 84254 7-7. It's Hot 94.1. 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD4254 7-7. Yo, Rome, what if he works early in the morning and is at work, and she get off, and he didn't know she had a doctor's appointment. That's always a possibility. I'm just gonna guess, just because I don't think she would have said that if he wasn't available. I'm gonna guess he didn't, and he knew. I'm just guessing though. I don't think she would have been bothered by the fact that her deadbeat baby daddy couldn't help her out on a day when she needed him if he wasn't available. Okay, I don't know. I'm just guessing though. She doesn't see. She called. She seems like a very honest person, but so I'm guessing that he was probably available to take the kid to school today. Okay. RD4254-777 Rome. She don't have a point unless her kid's in preschool. It just shows kids are soft. I was walking to school from 3rd grade till I got a car in high school. It builds character. We got into all kinds of stuff and almost got stabbed a couple of times. Nowadays, parents are too scared to let their kids walk to school. I disagree with you on that. And I've come around over the years on kids and you parents trying to tell these kids they need to grow up like you when you're wrong because times are different. So I think that you moms and dads or whoever texted this, it's probably a guy, you need to adjust your thought process to an extent. I'm not saying completely, but to an extent you need to change your thought process on how things need to be done. We live in a different world than we did in the 80s and 90s. We live in a different world than we did in 2000. We live in a different world in the 60s and the 70s. And you need to understand that. Okay? So, yeah, you're wrong. It's out of the 4.1. Out of the 4.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, RD42547. Yo, Rome. Hey, what? Oh, this is the what if you work early in the morning and can't get off work. Plus, she said she got an adult daughter living with her, so why couldn't the daughter take him? My son had his license and car at 16, so he can take himself. I'm a single dad, so it's on her if they not driving. Well, no, it's not. You guys are such jackasses. That's just like the guy who just said, well, maybe you should walk to school. We live in a different time, man. Life's expensive. What if she can't? What if it's rough for insurance? Why is it all on her? Why are you guys defending the baby daddy? I guess that's my question. Why are you defending the baby daddy? Okay. Why is it the adult daughter's responsibility? Why can't the baby daddy do it? Why is it her responsibility that the kid don't drive? Or maybe he does and he just doesn't have a car right now. We don't know. But you guys are real quick to defend the baby daddy. Now, she got off work at 7 a.m. Had to be at the doctor at 8. You're telling me the baby daddy couldn't take the kid to school? I mean, I'm just saying, you guys sound pretty idiotic defending this guy. And I don't know. And I'm not defending him or her. I don't know. You know, I have no idea. But I also have friends that have needed help from me, and I've helped them out. It takes nothing, and not my kids, just my friends saying, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Because I'm available. I get off at 10 a.m. I have friends that I'm the emergency contact for their kids because I'm available at 10:30 if something happens and they're at work. And I'm not even the kid's dad. They have a dad. Mom and dad are at work. So, I mean, you can't sit there and blame her for everything because that's what it sounds like you're doing. Already 42547. So you can't sit there and say, well, the kid should just walk because I walked. No, life's different today than it was then. Okay? Or he should have a car by 16. No, life's different today than it was back then. Back in the day, I bet when you were 16, a car was like $500. Now it's like $5,000 minimum. So don't act like you guys are so much better and talk bad about her and pump this guy up. I guess if I'm going to choose a side, I'm going to choose her side just because she seems to be the most honest person and is not unreasonable that this baby daddy is too busy to take his kid to school or to help out. I've lived in Bakersfield long enough. I've seen how you jackasses act. I would trust her before I trust him based on Bakersfield. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, Art, 84254-7-7. Hey, Rome, you don't know what you're talking about. We don't know. You know these women in Bakersfield are always pulling some shenanigans. Look, I'm going to tell you this. I'm the only one that knows what I'm talking about. I am the closest thing you're going to get in Bakersfield to being an expert on Bakersfield people. I am literally the closest thing you're going to get to being an expert on this town. Okay? I dealt with all of you for 30 years, all the time. I know everything. Okay? So I'm as close as you're going to get. So let me handle it. RD4254-7-7. Hey, Rome. Sounds like the last guy that texted needs to learn some accountability. It also sounds like he's being a bitter parent because if he was raised and he's jealous about how parents are actually trying to raise their kids better than they were raised. He gave an example of how he was going to be stabbed. Was going to be what? Oh, walking? You're talking about the walking? He gave an example of going to be stabbed and still expected kids to walk. That's the point. Do better as a parent than you were parented. So hopefully your kids will be better parents and continue the type of legacy. Bakersfield, man, I'm telling you, common sense, it's hard to explain to them nowadays. Sounds like all the deadbeat dads are calling or texting to have each other's back. You might be right about that. I'm going to end with this, Rome. This is why I called him out. My son told me, don't worry, Mom. In a couple of months, I'll be 18. He don't have to worry about me no more. My son is the one who asked his dad for the ride. So, yeah, that hurts. Also, doctor's appointment went good. I'm still alive. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. But see the point? He asked. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, but you deadbeat dads keep standing up for each other. And once again, I win because I'm right. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, hey, Rome, I told you 17 and he needs a ride. The bro is soft. No, he's not. We don't know. Maybe he lives 5 miles from school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't know what's going on. Just because you had to walk to school 3rd grade, it doesn't mean he's soft because he called and asked his dad for a ride to school. I'm an adult and I wouldn't walk if I could call somebody and get a ride down the street, okay? So what are you trying to prove? You're just trying to make yourself feel better about what? You're trying to make yourself feel better at the expense of a 17-year-old kid who called his dad to get a ride to school. What in the hell is wrong with you, bro? I mean, come on now. RD4254-7-7. I understand there were a lot of things that you did as a kid that you guys are real proud of. I did all of those things as a kid. But by all logic, we should be dead because our parents didn't pay enough attention to us. Now, if you think that's cool, you're an idiot. But in the same turn, there are some things you could teach your kids how to change a tire. Not how to jump off a building into a pool. No, that's stupid. Okay? Look, bottom line is things are different. Kids are different. They're not wrong. Can you teach them a little more? You guys don't want to teach them the good things. You want to teach them the bad things. And then complain about, oh, well, they're so soft. Oh, my God. No, you're pathetic. Come on now. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1. What's going on?
Rome, you have me dying with that. We should all be dead one man.
I mean, theoretically, we should be.
Hey, I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. You on it. I used to live over here by Silver Creek, and I used to walk or ride my bike all the way to BHS just because I didn't want to go to Ridgeview High School.
Oh, hold on. She just texted. We live off Oswell. He goes to DHS. Okay, so that's a long ass walk. Okay.
Yeah, and it is. But you know what though? Just because I walk to school doesn't mean I'm going to make my kids walk to school. You know what I mean?
The logic is, the guy, I don't know why he's calling. I think the guy's just trying to make him. I'm sorry, you had to walk to school, bro. Third grade.
For sure.
Your parents didn't love you.
No, for sure. It's just one of those things where if your kid calls you for something, you showing up shows the kid that they can rely on you for something. You know what I mean? So I would never want my kid to feel like they can't give me a phone call for X, Y, or Z.
That's a great point. So, even if he only had to walk 4 feet, that's a great point of what you said, 100%. Just to show that you'll show up. Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, let me carry you. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be a time later on where you're not going to get that phone call no more.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
right, man.
One last thing, bro.
What?
There's this saying that says your parents put you down one time and never picked you up again. You know what I mean? So, yeah, people need to remember that.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling, man.
All right, man.
Later. 84254-7-7. He makes a great point. Maybe it's more about just being there for your kid, regardless of what it is you're being there for. Already 42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1. The Rhythm of the Valley is Romeo. All right, 84254-7-7. Hey, Rome, they can't get a bus card for free. It's not. You guys are missing the whole point. It has to do with the fact that the kid called his dad for a ride, and his dad couldn't show up for him when his mom had to go to the doctor after working all night. Good morning, now. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rome?
What up, Ruben?
Man, this fool's trying to act like we're back in the days, man. I'm sorry, I agree with you, Rome. Like, I disagree with that guy. Like, to tell them have to walk, and then now to say that they're coming from Oswald all the way to BHS, that's a mission.
I know.
Like, what do you want them to show up? To show up when the school's over?
Well, you have to understand, too, the guy that texted this and is calling this kid soft said he had to walk at 3rd grade. So what does that mean? You're holding a grudge against kids today because your parents didn't handle it better for you? That's just a bunch of crap.
Like, you got to be sad to do that to a kid, especially if you didn't like it as a kid.
Yeah.
Now you're going to do it to your kid so they don't like it. Like, when do you break the cycle? If you were miserable, why are you going to do that to your kid?
Exactly.
Yeah, my kids do. They're right down the street and they want to walk to that little J&J Market Rome and they still take the car. You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly
they take the
what
golf
you
car,
mean.
They roll out. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Ain't nobody trying to walk in. You know what? I'm sorry, your parents didn't even buy you a gift bus pass back in the day, bro.
That's funny.
They really didn't like you.
All right, Ruben, get out of here, brother.
Yeah, later, bro.
All right, 84254-7-7. Now, look, what you guys are hearing is the guys that think I'm wrong for what I'm saying. What you're hearing is, oh, you're not raising a kid. You're raising them soft. Let me tell you a story. And I did some crazy stuff when I lived on the reservation. I was young. Me and my cousins were crazy. We had full reign of the reservation. Well, we used to have to fish. Unlike you guys who go fishing for fun and hunting for fun, we used to have to do it to live. So we would go fishing, and every family had a fishing spot along the river. My family just happened to have a big rock that shot out into the river. So the fish would come out and it had a little cove they would swim around to go upstream. So we would set a net there to catch fish. Well, you used to have to watch it overnight. And so what would happen is if you didn't watch it and get up in the middle of the night and check the net regularly, the beavers or the otters or the bears would come down and eat half your fish out of your net or eat the fish out of your net. So me and my cousin, he was a couple of years older than me, we would have to watch it on the weekends. That was us learning to be a man, going hunting for food. But we were kids. He was, I think, what was he? He must have been 14. I must have been 11 or something like that. A 14-year-old and 11-year-old. Now, this is why I laugh at this, and I just found this out a few years ago. Our parents used to leave us between the bear and his food. 2 kids, right? Well, guess what? They never left us between the bear and this food, although we thought they did. My dad was sitting in his truck watching us with his gun to make sure nothing happened to us. But You know what I'm saying? I didn't find this out till years later, but I always thought, oh my God, I'm a man, blah, blah, blah. You okay? So when you think about being there for your kid, and all of you out there going, well, you just need to do this. You just need to put your kids in danger to what? Teach them to be a man? No, you don't. You need to be there for them more than you need to put them in danger to make them think that they can handle everything. And this guy can't pick up his kid when your kid calls you for a ride to school? Come on now. Sometimes I just can't with you. I don't get it. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, R842-5477. Hey, Rome. So you don't think we should raise our kids better? Is that what you're saying? You don't think we should raise them the way we were raised? We turned out pretty well. Did you? Did you really? And that is not at all what I'm saying. But if you were raised the way you were raised today, you wouldn't be as successful as you are. Different times, different things happen. But that's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you don't teach your kid a lesson by making him walk to school because you had to. That's what I'm saying. There's other ways to teach your kids how to be productive parts of society when the reality is a lot of you don't even know the society you live in. Things are different. All right, 842-5477. Yo, Rome, dad's a punk. If he can't be there for your kid, yeah, you got personal problems. Grow up and do for your own. Rome, now that you're on topic of parenting, can you get a seasoned mom on the line to tell me how to deal with my son's terrible twos? Well, I don't think I have time for that. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1. What's going on?
Man, Romeo, it's them tough times that build character. Makes you a man.
Yeah, you're 100% wrong, but okay.
You know, a lot. We enable these kids too much. We cater to these kids too much that the moment we say no, they crash out. They don't know how to accept, us saying no or we can't. So we got to teach them sometimes. And we don't know the story. Maybe dad had to work. Maybe he got to pay bills. Maybe they're behind on the bills. He got to work. One time walking ain't going to hurt that kid.
Okay. All right. You're 100% an idiot. That's why you guys need to listen to me, because I know what I'm talking about. You guys do not. And you guys think because you were raised a certain, like, I always laugh. There's a joke I always make because I grew up fishing, chopping wood, going deer hunting because I had to for survival. At least that's what they told us. We have to go fish and hunt for food, right? Because I lived on an Indian reservation. We had a grocery store. You know, the first thing I did when I found out I could buy fish at the store is I stopped fishing. So yeah, you're 100% wrong about. I don't need to kill. I don't need to go out and kill my own food anymore, and I never will again. So stop acting like you need to raise your kids the way that you were raised to build character. You're an idiot. You can build character for the world that they live in, not the one you lived in. All right, 842-5477. Hey, good morning, Rome. Let's talk about the fact her son said, Mom, in a couple of months I'll be 18 and you don't have to worry about me either. That's sad for the child to say. I don't think he said that. I don't think that's what he said. I don't think that's what he said. He said something about the dad when he. I don't know. I'd have to find it too. Oh, here. My son told me, don't worry, Mom. In a couple of months, I'll be 18, and he don't have to worry about me. He said the dad don't have to worry about him anymore, not her. So, yeah, that's not what he said. RD424-7-7. It's Hot 94.1. 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD424-7-7. Hey, Rome, I wish we knew the whole situation. Why didn't he pick him up? How much notice did he have? Did he give him? Does he have to work? and where? If so, what if this morning was the first he heard of his son needing a ride? Does it matter? I'm going to guess. I'm just guessing that he was available, because I don't think she would have put him on notice like this if he wasn't available, okay? And she doesn't appear, and she called, she doesn't appear to be that type of spiteful woman, okay? So how much notice do you need for your kid? All right, 842-547-7. The world's gone soft. No, they really haven't. The world's doing just fine. You just don't understand the universe you live in today. You know? Hey, Rome, you're right. There are too many broken men in Bakersfield that don't raise their kids and say they are a father. It's more than just a title. They don't understand it. Well, the problem is you clowns don't understand what we're talking about, okay? You think starving your kid makes them tougher and stronger, and well, we didn't have a lot of food. We were on food stamps. I still ate. Oh man, you don't know. Kids need to know how to walk somewhere. They need to go out and go hungry. So what did Raider Dave say? The struggle makes them stronger. Adversity makes them better. Well, yeah. You know what the other thing is? The adversity that you had to deal with when you were a kid is different than the adversity that kids have to deal with today. So instead of being a lazy ass parent and trying to raise your kid in a manner and teach them in a way that is nowhere near the world that we live in today, how about you do better as a parent and work a little harder to teach your kids how to deal with adversity, how to be better in the world that they live in. Not the one that you lived in 40 years ago, the one that they live in today. That's the problem. The problem is you're trying to raise your kids 2 decades late. That's not the same world. So you have to figure it out. All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1.